just got off a Zoom with you guys not very long ago, so you can tell it's the same shirt on. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, I do. I'm going to go outside in a little bit, and I'm going to eat my lunch outside, get some sun, and maybe read my book for a little bit during my lunch while I sit out in my lawn chair. And all you guys know that that's one of Mrs. Weber's favorite things, to kind of sit in the sun and read a book. So today I'm going to read actually 2 books to you. And it's one of our favorites, I think, favorite of many, and it's Pig the Pug. I have the new Pig the Pug, so that's the one I'm going to read second. I'll read the first one. This is the very first one. I'll read that one first, just in case if you've never heard it. I assume most of you have heard it already, but it's a great book, so I'll read it again. We also have Pig the Winner, Pig the Stinker, Pig the Star. Chase Cusatis got me that one from the book fair. And then I got this one, Pig the Tourist. So we're going to read this one last. I just want you guys, it's a short book, so it shouldn't take long. Here's Pig the Pug, Aaron Blabby, right? Blabby, Pig the Pug. And guess what? I gotta get my glasses. They're right here. On my bedside table because I read in bed. Here we go. Now I can see. Oh my gosh. Pig was a pug, and I'm sorry to say, he was greedy and selfish in most every way. He lived in a house with a wiener dog, Trevor, but when was he nice to him? I'll tell you, never. You've got some great toys there, poor Trevor would say, but Pig would just grumble, they're mine, go away. But it might be more fun, Trevor said to Pig, if we play together. Well, Pig flipped his wig. No, they are mine. Didn't you hear? Only mine. You keep your paws off them. They are mine, mine, mine. I know what your game is. You want me to share, but I'll never do that. I won't, I swear. And with that, he proceeded to gather his stuff and make a big pile with a huff and a puff. And once he had gathered them up in a pile, he howled from the top with a satisfied smile. There, shouted Pig, now you won't get my loot. It's mine, 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 so why don't you scoot? But just at that moment, poor Trevor did see the pile was wobbling. Oh, dear me. Watch out up there, good Trevor did cry. But the shame of it was, well, pugs cannot fly. These days it's different, I'm happy to say. It's so very different in most every way. Yes, Pig shares his toys now, and Trevor's his friend, and they both play together. While Pig's on the mend. Not really nice, is he? So let's find out what happens here. What's a tourist? Do you know? A tourist is, look how he's dressed. A tourist is someone who travels and they go places. So I wonder where Pig is going to go. And here is his passport. Oh, hey, look. The only one I'm missing is Pig the Elf. Better get that one. All right. Pig the Tourist. He's in a book. What book is he in? Aaron illustrated a book with that. I can't remember. You guys remember? I don't know. Pig was a pug, and I'm sorry to say, when he went on vacation, he caused a great dismay. You could make careful plans to ensure happy travel, but Pig would destroy them. he'd make them unravel. With behavior so bad, it's hard to describe. He would dampen your trip and he'd ruin the vibe. He'd break all the rules and he'd flaunt all tradition. Causing disaster was Pig's big ambition. Even in places of wild celebration, he'd somehow create absolute devastation. And if he could shatter some ancient taboo, he wouldn't think twice. That appalling yoo-hoo. No, that's not right. Yeah, it is. Parties, parades, and processions got wrecked in blizzards of chaos and foul disrespect. His insensitive antics would ruin your stay till the locals would gather. A sign that says, "I'm a koala." Where do you think he is? Till locals would gather and shout, "Go away!" But that didn't stop him. He'd rock and he'd roll. Mona Lisa attacked. Tower of Pisa destroyed. So he'd rock and he'd roll till his rollicking horseplay spun out of control. Chaos at the palace. See it over here? Chaos at the palace. Queen shaken, not stirred. How come they don't leave him home? See what they're going to do? I'd leave him home. Unbridled and vast was his need to offend, but every wild party must come to an end. Yes! Uh-oh. If you treat locals with little regard, they'll come back to bite you. You see what that says? Piranhas, which, right? Giving you a hint. They'll come back to bite you, and boy, they bite hard. These days it's different, I'm happy to say. He's learned not to ruin a whole holiday. But let us be honest, the truth I must tell. He's got his butt bandaged from the bites from the piranhas. Although he might try, Pig does not travel well. Pig the pug. He's a real stinker. All right.